Hello, guys. Welcome back to AnimeInkArt Live Talks. I'm your host, Lizzie. So, for those that weren't here on Friday, welcome back to the show. So, for those that may not know what the show is about, welcome to AnimeInkArt Live Talks, where we talk with different creators in the community about their journey in content creation and how we can support each other better in the community. So, let's get a few other people in here. We always love to just share the link, on our socials and everything to get people excited to come on the show. So, let's get a few other people in here. I appreciate you guys coming in whenever you guys come in, or if you watch back, I really do appreciate it. So let's see. Here we go. So yes, today we have a very special guest, the sibling duo, Alex and Zay from A to Z podcast. So definitely, if you guys love anything from nostalgia, cartoons, gaming, anime, movies, Marvel and DC, they've covered all types of topics on their podcast. But individually, they both do amazing things, from music to baseball to being a creator, Twitch streaming, you name it. So definitely, let's get them on the show and let's get it started. Hi!
Hey.
What's popping?
What's happening?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Can't complain.
Living large and in charge, big boy.
Man.
Again, I've been getting into more of you guys' content, and I really appreciate first the authenticity, the moments that you guys give us, and you guys know your stuff when it comes to all things, pop culture, anime, gaming. You guys, whatever you guys get into, y'all really get into it. So I really appreciate that.
For sure. We do try.
Definitely. So for people that don't know who you guys are, introduce yourselves.
You want to go first, Stinky?
I thought we do this in alphabetical order.
Okay, we can do it in alphabetical order. I'm Alex, aka Alushy. I feel like a lot of context that I'll give you will be similar to my brothers because we're obviously siblings. But born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia, 91 baby. You feel me? I am a musician, a singer, an educator, but I've always had a love and interest and passion for all things art, all things nerdy, Power Rangers, comic books. I wish that I could angle my camera right now, but it's kind of, but if you could just see just how all of my space is set up, you kind of get an idea of, what I'm really into and what I grew up with. I love music. I love movies. And I just love being a big kid at heart. So I get to do that when I teach my kids. And I also get to do that when I do the podcast with my baby brother.
Oh.
Boy, bye. Boy, bye.
Oh, that was cute. Okay, so yeah, my name is Zay, aka Prince Lush. What's popping? What's going on? Same thing as Alex. Only different was I was the athlete. I was a baseball player, collegiate baseball player. Also a huge historian. Outside of that, biggest hobbies, stuff I love to get into. I love dancing, love to read, love watching period piece movies and stuff like that. Also love to travel. Just my love of from gaming since I was a child, as well as finding that niche of being into anime as a young kid. I think the first thing that I got into growing up was Digimon, but back then I didn't know it was considered anime per se. But between that and then getting into Yu-Gi-Oh cards and all that stuff, it just helped shape my personality over time. Because it comes with a weird stigma about what you look like when you love anime and watch the stuff that you do until I hit puberty and hit a growth spurt and then got to college. Then all of a sudden I didn't look like I was into that stuff. So I didn't understand what that meant then, but now I do. But no, it's a bigger part of our lives. And being able to do it with my sister and embracing it now and get to know each other more, because there was a little age gap. It wasn't a huge age gap, but it was enough to the point where she missed out on the growth aspect of me, and then the what was it? What was I about to say?
Puberty. Get it together.
The puberty aspect of me, even though I didn't hit puberty till college. So
she's like, "Oh Lord."
It's not like it's only a 5.
This is what happens. I should have warned you.
No, you're good. I've watched enough videos.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Age gap, but like nobody thinks it's so significant, but it is.
It very much is
because together. That's it.
Right. We were in school once together in elementary school. He was the last time we were in school together. I was in the 5th grade. He was in kindergarten. After that, we just kind of had our own separate lives in as far as like what we indulged in. And once I graduated high school, he was still kind of in middle school and then eventually segueing into high school himself. So me being in college and him still growing, to his later adolescence, like he tells me about shows that by that point in time, I that was not my era no more. That wasn't my era of Nickelodeon. So 5 years may not seem like a lot, but it does if you're 13 and your brother is 7. 7 or 8, or
No, you was right, because your birthday is like 6 months before mine, so I was still 7.
Yeah, because his birthday's late, but all in all, we still had a lot of common interests. Like SpongeBob, we was right here. 100%. Okay, playing Nintendo NES and PlayStation 1 games, we was right here. Power Rangers, we was right here.
until a certain point, when Disney got a hold of it, she kind of dabbled in it. Because I did make a joke at a young age. I was like, I'm done with Power Rangers. I'm a big boy.
Then Dino Thunder came out.
And Dino Thunder came out, and Tommy.
I was like, oh, so Tommy's back. Oh, say less. But yes.
And always when I have people that like are part of a group or part of a podcast and it's more than one person, I always ask about each other individually, because you guys do different things individually. For Alex, an amazing artist. I've saw some of the videos where you were singing.
Thank you.
Been to like Hard Rock Atlanta Cafe. And I even saw like when you did the remixes earlier on in the year, like with different music, like getting back into it. And then with Zay, I saw that you stream on Twitch. You've been a creator for a while. Congratulations on going to ATL at like Anime Fest as well.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
And you do baseball, and even I saw like the Louis Vuitton, like you were working with them for a while. So you guys, there's layers to you guys. You guys been doing stuff for a while, so this is fun that you guys are together. But I want, for the people that don't know what you guys do individually, if you guys want to share.
Sure. Well, like I said, I'm a 91 baby. I just turned 35 this year.
Don't do that.
Anyway, yes. So 35. That literally puts me at 29 years of being a professional singer. I started at as young as 6 years old, and so I was your typical show kid. My parents were my managers, and I was on TV here and there, traveled everywhere. My brother was also a part of my show once he became of age at some point, because he also dances. So I spent a lot of my childhood chasing the dream, if you will. But I was fortunate to have a lot of different opportunities and meet a lot of people. But then once I did American Idol when I was 16 going on 17. Then after that, I made the decision. I said, I want to go to college. I want to figure out who I am. And I went to Agnes Scott College. I majored in music and psychology, but ultimately finished my bachelor's in music. And have been an independent artist ever since. Honestly, just an independent artist. I also dabbled in artist development for a lot of different local artists. I still perform. I teach kids, which I grew to realize was also a passion of mine. And just, dabbled here and there in different parts of the industry as it pertains to vocal work, singing and live performance. But yeah, that's what I have to say about myself.
That was beautiful. We love the Spark Notes version of it. That was great.
It is a Spark Notes because I'm telling you, the resume longer. The resume is long, but I try to keep it as short as possible because I be feeling weird talking about myself. I really do. Like I just be like, oh, I've gotten it so much my whole life. It's just like, oh, so you done this, you done that. But I just give y'all the bullet points. Google my whole name and you'll see everything that there is to see. So, but yeah.
Oh, it's kind of hard to top that.
Will you stop being dramatical?
Dramatical.
Yes, we have our own. I like to call Lushington dictionary. That's one of the words. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm 29. Graduate, 2 degrees. Well, mainly in history. I did play baseball since it's about like 6 or 7. It was on and off, but got more consistent once I finally got to high school. As Alex said, yes, I did perform with her after a certain point. You know, I saw her singing on TV and seeing her perform for all these famous people. You know, I wanted to join in and like do something with my sister. It's like it's not that I felt left out per se. It was more or less like I want to do stuff with my sister. I want to have fun too. So grew up watching like Michael Jackson music videos and stuff like that. And then like one of my favorite songs was Dancing Machine. And that was my favorite song my dad always put on to get me to dance. So like, I just got to the point where I just taught myself how to dance. I was self-taught. So once I got to high school, I did dance, I did theater, I did play baseball. I was like just dabbling in every single thing I can get myself into. You know, that's why I said my parents should have got me, and especially Alex tested. But it's fine. It's okay. Self-diagnosed. Here we are. All right. No, the kid didn't know how to sit still and want to do everything, but you know, there was nothing wrong with the boy. Sure. Golly, boy. Anyway, I was blessed enough to go and play collegiate baseball as well. Fun fact, you can look it up too. I was the first one, as well as the first African American to win the conference MVP at my school, which was amazing because you know that school was built during slavery. Full circle moment. Hey, talking about hate me. Hell, who knows? Shit, my ancestors probably helped build that school. But also, sorry, I forgot. Alex didn't tell you I'm unhinged, right?
We are 13 minutes in, bro. Dang.
My chill button was broken in 10th grade, and yeah, never got fixed.
But, well, I take it as you feel comfortable already, so that's good for me.
Absolutely. And again, I
like to ease people in.
Nope. As I said, what I just say, I didn't get tested, so we don't know why I do this. We're just here. But I was blessed to also play baseball out the country as well, so that was amazing. You know, COVID kind of derailed that, and I had to pivot. And that's how I found myself at Louis Vuitton, which was also a very amazing experience for 6 years. I got to meet so many people, connect with a lot of people, travel. That was my first time traveling to Europe because of Louis Vuitton. Mm-hmm. And no longer there anymore. I wanted to find something that I could do that will also make a difference, as well as heighten my career as well as my brain, because you know I like to learn a lot. I like to feel challenged. So now I just got a new career where I'm a sales executive for one of the leading top tech companies in the world. And I start in about 10 days. I'm excited. So little new things going on. New things going on. So yeah.
Make that money.
That part.
Well, first off, congrats. I'm excited for you for that. And thank you guys so much for sharing, because when I was looking into it, I was just like, I gotta talk about it. Y'all are cool people. Y'all have done some cool stuff. So
we try.
So I definitely wanted to ask what inspired you guys to start From A to Z podcast? I did watch as many of the episodes, you know, like going through the clips and everything. So I did see episode 1 where you guys were like, it definitely helped, you know, for the bond, things that were missing, to, you know, talk about topics that you guys both related to. But what was that push for you guys to finally be like, we're starting this podcast? And I especially like the name, if there's like a meaning behind why you guys chose From A to Z podcast.
That was her. She did that.
I mean, because my name start with an A, his name start with a Z.
I be hating on her sometimes, but she killed that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, she killed it. I was like,
And it was
damn.
on my first try.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, good.
"Ooh." I said, and I said, Xavier, what about from A to Z? And he was like, he tried to downplay it. He trying to act like he didn't like it. He was like, he laughed, and I was like, what? And then wanted to admit, like weeks later, no, that was good. That was actually a good idea.
You got to ease her into things. I don't want to. She already hyped up the fact that she got it. So if I hype her up even more, it was gonna get. And I was like, no, I'm.
Hateration is up in the dance.
I'll let her marinate in that first, and then we'll. Come back.
You know what? And I'm gonna marinate a little bit more because, to be fair, the push to do the podcast really was for me.
It was.
I came to my brother because I don't know. This was like one of those random times where we were all together, maybe me, him, and my husband, or just something. I can't remember where exactly, whatever, but we all was just chopping it up about, you know, just all the general things, like all of our interests. Like when he's with my husband, like they talk about gaming. When him and I are together and I'm hanging out with him and his friends, and you know, we're just talking about, you know, nostalgia things. And I just remember, like, we were just kind of on a roll, and I came up to him. I was like, "So you want to do a podcast together? We should do a podcast," because I knew that he was just really getting into his Twitch streaming. And I had been on TikTok for a minute. I had been on social media for a minute for obviously my music, but then eventually I started to branch out because of TikTok and how different that atmosphere was on that app. And so I had 2 pages on the app. The first one was more so just kind of yapping about social issues, you know, Black power things, very conscious things. And then as an outlet, I started another page to talk about blurred stuff. It was like, hey, I'm a blurred too, and this is what I like. Hey, you want to see my Archie comics collection? Hey, you want to see what games I've been playing lately? You know, just wanted to talk about that because sometimes, oh man, the social conscious stuff and you know, the pro-Black, you know, discourse was really starting to get me down a little bit. And I just need an outlet. And then, I don't know, I just had like a spur of the moment thing. And I just asked my brother and he was like, sure.
Yeah, for me, it's like I started streaming in 2020, like right as soon as the pandemic hit. It's no funny enough, I was real excited for it, the pandemic. Because I mean, I had to go nowhere, talk to nobody, see nobody, interact with nobody. Nobody had to touch me, breathe on me, look at me, see me. But you know, after a while, like, you know, when, you know, that's being Alex's upbringing, is like we are always constantly doing things. So like the first couple months, I was like, hell yeah, this shit lit, turn up, we ain't gotta go nowhere. And around month 3 and 4, I was like, oh shit, I'm about to jump out the window. I don't like this. I was like, I feel like I ain't doing shit. I feel like I'm not, you know.
That's funny because the first month, that was me.
That was you the first month? Oh,
that was me the first month because I was a working musician. I had gigs. I used to do like 4 to 6 gigs a week with a band as well as teach on top of that. So I was active. When I tell you, when that pandemic hit, every gig was like, I didn't know what to do.
I could see how that would mess you up, but
it messed me up a little bit. And the only thing that got me by was Sims 4 and Game of Thrones.
So yeah, that was me. So it's like I was excited, but then that excitement turned to depression, and because it was like, damn, I'm not playing baseball no more. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I can do. I had like interviews lined up, and I don't think I told you this, Alex, but I had an interview lined up with the curator at the High Museum to be assistant curator to him, and he actually took me on a tour of the High of his new exhibit. And literally at the end told me, we don't have anything in the budget for me to hire you because nobody's coming to museums. Like I was like, bro, what the f am I about to do? I was like, I'm losing my mind. And honestly, Alex helped me a lot because like it was her idea to redo my room, to basically like just change it up. So we went to IKEA. I got like I took the bed out my room, got a futon so I can have more space in there. We painted my room, you know, a bright, like a nice color for it's like it felt just changed everything up. And that's when I saw my boy Emerson. He got into streaming first. He helped me get into it, and then that was just an outlet because I love playing video games. Everybody always got on me about my reactions and my facial expressions. It's like, bro, you need to, like, you should jump on in this. And then I got into it, and then of course, then depression hit again because I'm like, all right, this ain't enough. So Louis Vuitton actually, like, that was my job, like towards the middle end of the pandemic. So I started getting into that content creator scene even more after that because that Louis Vuitton helped me get outside. Yeah. And then meeting the right people. Like I met Duke Dennis, and I was trying to ask. I was like, bro, I was like, what do I need to do to like push myself? He was like, you don't like going outside, dude. I said, no. I don't like going outside. I was like, if anything, like I traveled on my own. I used to take solo trips. I ain't like being around folks. I went to Japan damn near by myself. I was like, I don't care. But he told me, he's like, as much as you don't like it, he said, I was the same way. You have to go outside. You have to find your people and find your community. And that's when I met Trap Sushi, the people at Trap Sushi. And now it became, you know what, finding a sense of community was a thing. So building not a platform, but just a community, and then jumping into it. And then Alex asked me to do the podcast with her. I was like, all right, bet, because she had already a presence. I had not really the presence, but I had like the wherewithal and the people that knew me to enough, like, all right, let's do this. Like, we can definitely like get this going. So, and also I think it was the fact that like it was a chance for us to get to know each other more. And it's funny that we said it because we're siblings, but as you said, we weren't around for a lot of our growth periods of our lives. So like there was stuff in the first episode we saw, she didn't know about. She's like, wait, what?
I would say this too, because I like to keep it real. By a certain point in both of ours development, I'm sorry, a child in the second grade, is not gonna always have a smooth relationship with a child in the seventh grade. Where the hell are you going?
I'm trying to get me a drink out of my refrigerator. Why you
ain't do that before we started?
I just finished one. I wanted another one. I can't.
You see what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about. Now imagine that all the time between a damn 13-year-old and a 8-year-old.
I'm sorry. At least I didn't get up and leave the room. There's a refrigerator in the room.
But anyway, no, like there was also really growing pains there too. In this sense of I'm a teenager now. I ain't trying to hang out with your little ass all the time. To be fair, and I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. Like we had our moments and we had things that we like to do, but I was at a point where I was coming into my own, and I'm sure once he got to that age, he could understand that. But
I just didn't have a younger sibling.
He just didn't have a younger sibling that he had to feel obligated and responsible. So
I just felt alone. Like I was in 8th grade, and then she went to college, and I was like, "What am I going to do?"
Must be all alone.
He was getting education.
Oh my god!
He would come and visit me. He would come and visit me in college. I would let him come to stay the night in my dorm.
It was her. She helped me a lot during that time. She gave me a MARTA card and just like come over here whenever you want to, or like come over when you can. And honestly, that's the reason why I was always at Emory University too. Like she gave me a MARTA card. I used to go to the museum there all the time at a young age, just chilling. And then I'll go see her.
No matter what, I try to do what I can. But with this podcast, especially now that we're grown, because he's gonna be 30 this September. Damn. But anyway,
it don't hit the same.
They did. Yes, it did. But he gonna be 30, and he's newly engaged.
Yeah. Congrats.
So that age gap doesn't feel as wide anymore. And so when we say things like, "Oh, it's us getting to know each other better," it actually is. Like we both took different paths, and even though we kept in touch, even though we've always been there for each other, and I looked out for him and all of that, like there are still things that are new to us, and this is just a way for us to bond at a different point in our lives. So, yeah.
Like adults.
Adults. But my favorite part about like just watching the clips and some of the podcasts, the way you guys interact with each other, the setup that you guys put, it really gives me the vibe of like, we're going back in time. Like it's the sibling duo, just the banter, like different topics that you talk about. So my first question was, how did you guys come up with the topics for the first season? Because I like how like you had hot takes in one episode, and then the first one was just like reminiscing on things. You guys asked each other like what shows you guys liked, and then you had like the perfect TV show. I saw the clips of like the Game of Thrones. Like how if we made a better ending and like this and like versus like you do a lot of those different things. So I asked like what was the planning for like every episode to figure out like this is what we want to do for this particular podcast episode.
I was
girl, we were winging it.
Yeah, not like she gonna say it like that because I don't want to look at me like, well, we talked about it a little bit.
I mean, it's real. Because he was still thinking his job, so it was a lot of trying to coordinate as much as we could. I'm sorry, Sting, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
But like, there was a lot of coordinating. So like, he was working. I had just transitioned out of one teaching gig, and now I'm at a place where I'm rebuilding my independent business. Mm-hmm. So it really was just us winging it and just being like every other week, just saying like, hey, what do you think about this topic? Hey, what do you think about this topic? And constantly trying to reinforce to each other the importance of staying authentic. Mm-hmm. Like, it's cool from time to time, trends will be trends, but I want to build an audience that's here that comes and watches us and interacts with us based off of us being ourselves, not us trying to follow the trends, not us trying to keep up with the Joneses, because we can talk about anything.
And that's what made it easy, was the fact that literally it's just like a lot of the stuff and a lot of the topics we had, it's stuff that we probably already talked about before, but not on a particular level. And for people to know, and just for everybody to know, none of this stuff, the banter, the back and forth, all that, that's not acting. That's literally how we act 24/7. Our father would literally tell you that we are the funniest damn kids he's ever seen in his life. It's
everybody that we know would tell you that. Yep, that's Alex and Xavier.
Like, if we get together and it starts and we start arguing, people looking over there, it's like we're not shocked.
And I edit our, when we film. Our husband is our producer, so he films. He press records, and that's it. There's no stopping and starting. I may edit to clean a couple of things up here and there,
or clean a couple of rants, because we both can go on them sometimes.
Sometimes I keep it all in, but out of maybe an hour and 40-ish minutes of footage, I would say the longest we've ever gone is like an hour and a half ish on average. I'm probably only cutting out maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and that would just be of like dead air. Because I need to go get something to drink, or me and Xavier started hollering at each other and it was nonsense. Or my husband was crunching on some chips because he wasn't paying no attention. Oh, well. But yeah, I'm telling you, we would just be winging it, and then we come up with like the different segments, like well, let's play this type of game, or let's do this type of game. And then that allows us to stay grounded. That allows us to just still maintain that we just being ourselves, like no different than any other day.
Yeah, definitely. And I just wanted to ask, like, when it comes to the clips, like, well, one, what has been your favorite episode that y'all have filmed and why? And I want both of y'all to answer this question. And what has been your favorite content that you posted on the podcast feed? Because there's so many good moments, first off, like, that I could think of.
You go first, Sticky.
I mean, for me, I'm going to say it's between the first episode of the Getting to Know You episode and probably the Marvel episode. Like the little verses that we did, like we created our own everything. But that first episode was pinnacle because, again, that's our first time on camera together. But also, it allowed both of us to see into each other's past in a sense, and it just set the foundation. So like that's why it's my favorites. Like I enjoy that one. I know the other ones were like blowing up and popping and whatnot, like everybody and the Game of Thrones one, which was great because granted, me and Alex go on for hours and days. That first episode was probably one of my favorites. I like the fact that set up everything that's going on right now. And my favorite clip, when you say content we made, was the first clip, the little Get to Know Me clip. That was fun. Like that was like the first thing we actually ever did.
Yeah.
So that was cute. That was cute. Real cute.
I would say my favorite episode that we've done so far is the Black History Month episode, where we just wanted it to be just fun, like not entirely discussion based, just giving and showing love to Blackness in different mediums.
Yeah.
And even there is where you see like even more of our personalities, because I'm a vocal stemmer. And you can't just be playing no games with me and throwing out some of my favorite artists and I don't say nothing and I don't sing nothing. But that one was really
funny
fun.
enough. I meant to tell you this. Emerson was like, man, no, was it Emerson? I forgot what it was. They was like, we should play a drinking game. Every time Alex started singing, you should take a shot. I was like, you're gonna be drunk as hell before 30 minutes hit.
I said the same thing too. But every time you would make a face. On every episode, like if you 21 and over people only, I'm telling you, if you watch our podcast, you can make about 4 or 5 different drinking games,
and you ain't gonna make it past the first 30 minutes.
Listen at all. And I would say my favorite clips, mainly because I did them. I do the editing for all of our media, but there are a couple of clips where I've done like little compilations or little like sibling core videos. Those are my favorites, because I just give like little quick compilation of like all the ways, like if you want to know, just understand me and Xavier's dynamic, watch those. Like like the sibling core ones, or the ones where we just throw out references out of nowhere. It's like he literally just did it at the beginning of this stream.
That's one of our favorite movies.
Literally. And that's why I love you, because more Black men should be quoting Baps.
I did like that video when I saw the Catch That reference video that y'all did.
Wasn't that cute? Yes, I love that one. And the one where we just joning on each other. We just roasting each other back and forth. That's what we do.
I saw the one with the booty chips.
And people are always wondering why I'm so quick-witted and like Alex prepared me for Westlake. I ain't gonna lie, I ended up going to Westlake High School, and like I always told people, look, if you know how to roast, you either better be able to be funny, be able to roast back, or you better be able to fight. Roasting there was a sport. You get sensitive.
Listen, and that district, if you're from Atlanta, you know about South Fulton School District. Okay, I grew up in South Fulton School District from K through 10th grade, and I finished out the rest of my high school in Douglas County. Xavier, during his childhood, we moved a lot, but he was able to finish out the latter portion of middle school and high school in South Fulton. So yeah, like I told you, he was little when I was at a certain age, but I was still letting him have it. But you gotta have the thick skin, because they gonna get you.
One of my coworkers at work said, "It's like, look, man, whatever little joke you got prepared for Zay, just ask yourself if you're gonna be prepared for his."
Literally,
like, you gonna take it there? I'm gonna take it to hell.
I taught him well. I taught him well.
Whatever joke you got, I got about 15 loaded, cocked, and ready to go. Like, just
literally,
I'm on 10. So thanks to her, I gotta be quick on my toes when people start talking shit.
And I always like to ask people, how was their experience growing up as a blurred, to reference, doesn't matter what you like in the blurredom, you're still a blurred, you're still valid. So how was it growing up for both of you guys?
Alex is still kind of new to this.
No, don't do that. You don't get to
like to look couple things, but
no, you don't get to speak for me, because I will tell you this. When I was a little kid, to be fair, like I said, I was very heavily in the music industry.
Yeah.
I had a lot of different experiences that took me in and out of school, because I was traveling, I was performing, but I was also a tomboy. So my experience, like I was friends and played a lot with, other girls who were into sports, I was playing kickball and basketball and, hanging with the boys,
She wore a Converse to prom.
I did. But I'm talking about earlier years. I'm talking about when you were still a toddler. Like in those years, Sailor Moon, Pokemon were some of my earliest experiences with anime before I even knew what anime was. Everybody wanted a Pokemon when I was like in the second and third grade.
Yeah.
I was into Power Rangers.
Mhm.
I didn't get much flack for that, you know. I've had experiences where I've observed other blurs who were like even more into and even more immersed in a lot of those different fandoms. Whereas I liked it and I talked about it, and you know, I had my own ways of going about things because again, like I socialized a little bit differently because of my experience being in the music industry. But I did observe some friends of mine and those who weren't friends of mine maybe being teased or maybe being picked on. But unless it was something that was just generally super popular, like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! At one point, or Dragon Ball Z, everybody was into it. Power Rangers, as far as I knew in my childhood, just about everybody was into it, especially if you were a young male child. So it was like a lot of those things were mostly male, were associated with being a boy. So that's how I was labeled a tomboy, because I liked boy things. And deep cut. I loved the show. I was a Fox Kids kid. I loved the show Beetleborgs. Big bad Beetleborgs. What? Big bad Beetleborgs.
Hey, take a shot. There you go, right there. Shit, I'll be talking about.
I love me some Beetleborgs. Okay. And yeah, so I was just into everything, and being a kid in the mid to late 90s and like going into 2000s, you watched a lot of TV. So I loved TV. I loved cartoons. So I would say that my experience was was unique in its own sense. So I even though I observed other people who had, you know, their moments with, you know, moments of contention with other people who didn't get it. I think one of my advantages was growing up in predominantly in all Black spaces for the majority of my childhood going into my teen years. Because if I was into it, if I was aware of it, it's because all the other Black kids were aware of it. So it wasn't very much like mixed spaces and things that people associated with whiteness, if you will. It was, we like this because we saw it on Cartoon Network, or we like this because we saw it on Toonami. And like, we didn't have the term blurred or nerd. Like nerd was more so associated with you if you made all A's and was a know-it-all, you know, for me growing up. So I would say that that's kind of like my take, especially my early childhood years. But what about you, Stinky?
For me, I grew up in that era where like it was okay at first for people to like Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff like that. I mean, like come on now, like I still have mine.
Oh yeah, he was about that life. He been about that life.
Still about it. Like it's still, I still got it. But once you got to middle school, that's when things change, because it's like the height of people getting into and stuff like that and whatnot. And I wasn't afraid to quote unquote be myself. That was said, nerd was like more or less for the smarter people in the room. And middle school, I was one of the smarter people in the room. And you got haters that just like you for that, because like you're to be a no. But it was the ones that, you know, were hitting the, you know, like it was them, right? That what made it bad for us, because I wanted to speak out about what I like, but it seemed like we had to go into a dark corner in the lunchroom somewhere and talk about it like gremlins, because if everybody found out that we liked anime, it was raps. They're gonna with the Naruto running and no deodorant wearing people, and that was not the case. Yeah, but for me, Alex, like she could tell you, like I had one Digimon VHS that I've ran into the damn ground, like ran into the ground.
We had a couple of DVDs.
I did, but that Digimon one, you know, I ran that.
Monsters, Digimon are the champions.
See, second one. Take the second shot.
The champions. Sorry.
Whoever watched it, take the second shot. There you go.
I'm sorry.
Y'all getting lit on a Sunday. But
hallelujah.
But once I got to college, it's like I didn't care. Like high school and college, I just stopped caring. I didn't care. I didn't care what people thought because again, I knew it was much bigger than what everybody's perception was. So I didn't care. I grew up on Harry Potter. One of the first few books I read, Percy Jackson. Like I was more of a book nerd first.
Yeah.
Then I slowly got into anime around like middle school, high school. But like book stuff, like Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, like the Cirque du Freak, I was into all that stuff. And then got to college. My dorm looked kind of like how my room does now. Like my entertainment room looks like now. I had figurines, I had anime posters, and again, looking like this per se athlete. People come in the room to come hang out. Damn, bro, like
big 6'5" plus dark skinned man.
Like looking at you see the Harry Potter. I got a Harry Potter one on the desk. I got Dragon Balls spread
You
around
welcome.
my room.
You welcome for getting you into Harry Potter because I had the whole book series.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you did that.
You give me my props.
The Power Rangers,
But
all this stuff. I'm talking about. I had things all around my room, and people would come in and like, damn, you into this stuff? Do I not? I must not look like it. I was like, damn, you know what? You're right. I probably don't look like the kid that has a Nintendo 64 controller in his backpack and whoop your ass in Smash Brothers with no issue. But it's like it shaped, as I said, it did shape me because again, there's a lot of things people take for granted when it comes to anime because it looks like a cartoon. But there's a lot of things I did learn from it. Like they do teach you a lot of core values and a lot of it's like there's a lot of like mental and emotional compasses that you can get from like anime and certain things that you watched and read growing up. So after a while, like I was like I didn't lump myself into a particular group per se. Now as a member, I'm looking from the outside in, looking like I'm hating now because now everybody and their mama want to be into it. Now it's okay because Meg Thee Stallion and Michael B. Jordan came out talking about how much they love anime. Now everybody and mama, oh, it's great. Look, Chanel just collab with Naruto. Why?
Apparently, Big Sean and voicing.
Now, Big Sean gave that he was in the anime regardless. The way that he rapped, Big Sean looked like his ass is in the anime just based off the way he rapped growing up. Like I was actually okay when I saw that. It gave me that. But like I'm not knocking Michael. As I said, I knew Michael as growing up. If you looked at Michael like when he played in The Wire and the other stuff, his early stuff, he looked like an anime kid. He did. But it's just the fact that them type of people coming out now, it's like everybody wants to get into it, everybody's into it, which I'm happy about. But at one point, it was a niche and it was something that you kind of had to hide depending on where you was at. Because as Alex said,
you have to take into account of that. You have to empathize with that too, because like you said earlier, not everybody had a look to it. Like not everybody was Naruto running, and to some degree, some people were not as forthcoming. Yeah. So they could their experience with it could have been similar to someone like you. Whereas for me, whatever I was into, I'm into. What you gonna do about it?
Yeah, I had some friends tell me like being in high school, like a couple of female friends of mine, especially in like the Trap Sushi area, it was like they might have been cheerleaders or they was like part of the popular group. Yeah. They said they knew not to bring that shit up back then because they said they knew that the girls in the group like, you're watching this.
And see, I was different. I didn't subscribe to none of that.
Yeah,
in my preteen and teen years, like I thought that shit was stupid. Like I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna dress how I want to dress. Xavier will tell you, like I'll hang out with whoever I want to hang out with. I'll be into whatever I want to be into.
And she helped me with that too, because
I really did try. But little boy, you with this snort.
I did it one time.
You killing me.
I don't give a damn. Buy a plot. Get a tombstone.
Lizzie, hold on real quick.
Something. Alex, I can see up your nose.
Don't make me come to this motherfucking camera. Punch you in your lip.
I'm sorry. Your big ass
Lizzie, I'm so sorry.
Your big ass head gonna be too much storage going through my camera. It's not gonna be enough to support it. Shut up.
Cheap ass camera.
You want? If you say so.
If you say so.
Continue.
But anyway, I like to see it as something beautiful because it really does speak to how diverse Black people really are. And we're not all a monolith. And we weren't.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
we didn't grow up suburban kids.
Yeah.
So it also speaks to how even those in what people would consider to be stereotypical, hood, from the
SWAT
environments. Right. Like there's this idea of what Blackness is, and it's not just one thing.
Yeah.
And ultimately you see the influence of Black culture in everything globally, even in anime. So that speaks volumes to how involved we actually have always been. When you look at shows, even classic shows like Cowboy Bebop, jazz is a genre created by Black people. And jazz is one of the main elements that really made that show is. And as loved or beloved as it is. So yeah, like don't sleep on the Blackness. We birthed everything. Period.
That is
don't make that. And look at Xavier's face. He already know I'm about to get started, but I'm gonna keep it cute.
I was not gonna say a word.
Because I'm spitting that truth.
Nah, you is.
I'm
sound like a
hot
Spelman
fire
college professor that teaches African American history.
And anyway, all right then.
I'm not mad at it. I'm being dead ass. Like that was me being very sincere.
Yes.
Because as Alex said too, is a big thing. Like you hear a lot of people say, "Don't be a product of your environment," but at the same time, sometimes you can't help it. But there's going to still be different properties of that environment that you still can take on. Because Alex said, like we didn't grow up suburban. Like we grew up. How Granddad said, "Is that really hood? Is that what really makes me streets?"
Right.
Like, because like at the end of the day, I used to joke with my friends, like, I'm not a hood nigga. I'm a nigga from the hood.
Mama was a fool. Daddy was too. Now you a mother fool.
So you have those properties where like, yeah, this is where I came from, this is where I am, and I might have some of those properties within me, but at the same time, I still did not allow that to dictate my personality, to dictate who I became and who I am. Because I could easily move like I'm from Washington Road and went to Westlake. I don't need to. That's not necessary for my growth and for like who I want to be. And the same thing with Alex, for where we grew up in. It's not necessary. So just taking those properties and becoming a better version of yourself and still allowing to become a product of your environment in a positive way, that's the biggest thing. And that's where growth comes from and all that. So absolutely, 1000% agree with Alex on everything.
Yeah, but that for sure for me, like I take a lot of that with me too, because that lets you know that I'm steeped in my Blackness and I ain't one to play with.
That part.
I love that. And I wanted to ask, how has it been interacting with more people in the Blur community? Because like even for you, Zay, like you got to Corrine, you've met people, in the trap sushi space and a bunch of other creators, some of them are my mutuals. And then just from the A to Z podcast, you got to collab with, a few people, particularly the shout out to Nerdcat podcast. I saw some of the clips.
Yeah, shout out to our new cousins.
So how has it been to get to, interact for more people, like, individually, but for the podcast, especially, how have you guys felt about the response and like the community y'all are building?
I would say not to speak for Alex, but I think like if we kind of bounce it out, like Alex is so used to talking to folks. And that was something that I was never always good at per se. My job helped working with Louis Vuitton. I had to talk to people all day, every day. I had to meet people, celebrities even all day, every day, had to act accordingly. But for me, it was draining at first because again, I was teaching myself something new. But then it became rewarding, and not in the case of like, oh, I'm gonna get views, I'm gonna be popular. It was more in the sense like I'm understanding what it's like now to converse with people and to interview people, and like because I really didn't have a plan, particularly when I met Tia Corinne. I didn't think I was able to get her pulled to the side, be able to say hi, ask for a picture, and that was it. But when I just started talking to her, I was like, you mind if I ask you a few questions? She's like, yeah, come on over. I was like, oh shit, okay, hold on, I need to come up with some questions in my brain real quick. Like, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it when I finally post the interview, but like, you could probably tell that a lot of the questions I asked were they were detailed, but I came up with them in those moments because I didn't expect that. So a lot of the stuff that I had to overcome was just that hump of being social to a different degree. Because to my friends, I'm a big ass social butterfly, but everybody else, I didn't like going outside, but I had to step out of that because as Alex said, if I'm gonna do this, do it the right way, and you're gonna have to be social. That's why she just asked before we started. She's like, your social battery, all right? You there? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm
that's so real. I relate to you, Zay, because I'm the same way. They're like, the social battery. I'm like, I got it. And then when I'm done, I'm going to
exactly. Like, I will come home from work every day and be like, I need about an hour. I talked to about 50 to 100 people today. I don't need nobody talking to me for a minute. So that was me. But yeah, that's my opinion. But as far as the podcast goes, it's great. It's amazing. Like, as you said, like, I didn't expect. I expect greatness from me and my sister regardless. But it's just so crazy how much has come so quickly. The collab opportunities, people want to talk to us. We have people from out the country commenting on our stuff. It's like, I didn't expect this, so now it's creating a different sense of how to communicate and how to interact with more people at a time and make sure it doesn't drain me as of usual. So, but I'll let Alex go because she's probably gonna have a better answer than me. Well, more decent.
I would say first and foremost, I make it a point to always express a gratitude for anyone that finds the time to interact with us, engage with our content, follow us, subscribe to our channel, because we have to started this. We just started this in January. Mm-hmm. So the response has been amazing. And like I said, our number one goal was, well, obviously to do something together, to bond with each other, but to essentially build community. In a space that we both took interest in and are passionate about. And it's been amazing. And the one thing that I always try to encourage Xavier about, because I've had experience in being in the spotlight and you know what I'm saying, and being recognized for all the different things that I've done in my youth. Mm-hmm. I try to encourage him to understand that it's a balance. Yeah. You know, especially with the internet and where media is now today. Mm-hmm. Like, we call the shots. This is our business. This is our show. So it's important to go out there and to be willing to talk to the people, but still fill your cup. Mm-hmm. Still fill your cup and still stay true to who you are. You don't have to do everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to present, you don't have to perform. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, having the opportunity to go outside, to meet people, to interact with all kinds of people from all different places has been really, really cool. And we both have been very grateful about that. And it's only just motivated us even more into wanting to create a great show and to create a great platform.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm happy for you guys, you know, the success, the growth, you know, people have been, you know, commenting, you guys have been responding to the, you know, the comments and everything like that. I actually wanted to ask, like, what has been some like fun moments with the audience in terms of like them responding to you or interacting? I'm sure you guys probably got DMs about how they appreciate the show. Like, what has been some of the fun like interactions you've had with your fans?
There have been. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I was going to say, I think the funnier moments is when either Alex or I text each other. We pop up and it's like, should I entertain this? I want to.
Right, yeah. Because I'm not finna argue with nobody, and I told him that. I'm not about to do it. Fun banter, yes. I'm not finna argue with nobody. Not nobody.
I'm on time.
But I will tell you this though, I love meeting other people that matches our vibe, that gets our vibe and gets our wit. So that's been the best. And we've had a lot of different creators and followers who return. So I recognize a handful of people just already, and we do our best. One thing I'm not used to is all these notifications. Like, notifications give me anxiety. So we've been doing our best with engaging where we can, because it's just all these different platforms. Because now we're on Facebook now, and especially like YouTube, and then, oh crap, we got the people on TikTok and we got folks on Instagram. But all in all, that's exactly why we also did those episodes where we pick some of our favorite commenters and messages to us and respond to them just to give even extra effort to engaging with our audience, because again, we want them to feel like they're a part of it. And that's also why we do our show in the style that we do it, because it's very nostalgic to those, old school, like I wanted to take away from like old school talk shows, if you will, that look at the camera and say, "Hey y'all, what's up? How you doing?" Have moments where we're like, "You see what this fool just said? Y'all agree with Xavier? Man, that shit." Like, little things like that. So that way the viewer feels like they're a part of it. And they're not just watching a conversation. And because it's all about entertainment. And then when they're like, make sure y'all comment, and we do our best to comment back. We do our best to engage back, joke back with you.
Entertainment and engagement, that's going to be the biggest thing, because again, I remember following podcasts, and they get either too big or too busy, and they don't really connect with the people that are actually watching them. And that's something it's not the fact that Alice had to get on me in the sense of hey, I need you to go in, and it's not that I didn't want to. It's as she says, notifications overwhelmed. Even on my own phone, text messages, I don't like the red number.
Me neither.
Messages. So I'm going to read all, and if I forget to get back to you, I am sorry. But I do not like seeing notification numbers on my phone. It just bothers me. So going on Instagram, especially our podcast, I'm going there, I'm seeing 50 comments, and I'm like, wait, hold on, I gotta talk to these people. This is a lot,
right? Again, and now it's gone up to 100 comments at every time that I log in. It's 100 comments every time, because they're engaging with our videos, and now with the nerd cap, we're sharing a little bit of viewership with them, and it's been overwhelming, but awesome at the same time.
It's been enjoyable. I like going back and forth with people in a positive manner, of course, and also in the negative manner, because I do have time for that.
We got time. I'm telling you, you say the wrong thing. Say what you want about me, but not this one. There. The orientation is fucked up.
I don't know why.
You hear what I'm trying to say?
Wait. Right there.
Either way, we're both on timing in a very positive and negative way. But I have enjoyed engaging with other people, especially the back and forths. Hell, I think I was getting the most hell from the Disney music challenge. I'm over here I got time for this, because y'all talking.
Yo, folks is still getting. Oh,
They talking about, I can't trust him. Trust God. Ain't nobody tell you to trust me. Why you trusting me for? I don't know you. Find somebody else.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. You did what you was taking a little long with some of the answers.
Hey, look,
I let you have it. You were trying to make a sound decision.
I wasn't making no emotional decisions. I was making sure I was making the right decisions, and I did.
I'll make my emotional decisions, because what you gonna do?
So, but I like that, because again, I'm engaging with you guys, and I'm showing you that we're human. We're not just here just as Alex said, just to follow a trend and be clickbait. Literally, this is us on a normal 24/7 basis. So keep coming at us. I love it. Love it.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to ask, what were some of the goals that you guys have specifically for the podcast?
For me, some of my goals, just being able to experience the space in a way where we get to do a lot of the things that we both love to do. I would love to travel with my brother. I'd love to meet a lot of interesting people, and expand my range in entertainment outside of just singing. One of the things that I'm excited about this upcoming DreamCon is all the events that they have going on, but one in particular is the voice acting panel, and being able to go to that event and to sit and maybe get some gems from some voice actors. I did audition for the voice acting competition. I wasn't picked. It's okay. It's okay. But that has been a secret goal and a secret passion of mine. So I've been working on it, and that's also something that I would love to get into, and to also maybe produce and do other things with my brother as well. Just expanding and elevating from the entertainment aspect on our platform, and just being another voice in the space. I've been mutuals with a handful of creators, great creators, and have watched plenty of podcasts, but none that, at least that I've seen, that featured a brother and sister.
Yeah.
So I feel like that sets us apart a little bit. So I've seen couples, I've seen friends, but never brother and sister, or just siblings in general. So I think that that's what makes us special. That's what sets us apart, and we are bringing that, just a unique dynamic to the space. So yep, that's my goal. Just expanding on that and doing more shows, and hopefully we get to collaborate and have people join us on our platform too.
You did.
I just want to be as big as Varnell Hill.
Man,
did you miss me?
You can take
the
children, bounce them on there. Wait, we off because the feedback.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't sound. We'll do that on the show, so that
we'll
way
do it on the show. Y'all can figure it out. But no, like
I was on the end of the sing.
Sorry.
Not the sink in the song.
Cast my reel. Pull it out. Fry it out. What do you say? Fried, dyed, laid to the side. Red beans and gravy. I ain't too lazy.
Got catfish, huh? No catfish. Okay.
You got catfish in the poop. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. I just watched that episode like 2 nights ago. I was dying. We're gonna go to commercial break. Bro, how do I get the catfish?
How do I get to the yams? Can I get to the yams? All right. Okay.
All right. So but for me, it's like I agree with Alex. Like for me, I just went to my first con. I went to MomoCon. Didn't stay there as long. I didn't realize how overwhelming it was going to be. Boy, I was like,
I love me a convention, and I've only been to like
2.5 hours. I saw all them people. I was like, oh Lord, the parking, the traffic, the driving. I was like, all that into it. But I told Alex it was crazy that I actually got recognized a few times, and I was like, wait. I was like, we're not that big yet. I'm like, what's going on? But for me, it's not really the notoriety I'm looking for. I'm looking for, as Alex said, like I want to be able to go to cons. I want to be those official creators and those places that can host panels and do stuff like that. I want one day for me and Alex do something at DreamCon or like at Anime Fest or even AWA, where we got a whole booth set up. We gonna have people
right, like we're doing our own live show, and then we got our own segment.
Facts. So like that's
interacting with the people live.
It's just that like we talked about branding, we talked about like stickers and t-shirts and stuff like that. Like that's gonna come later down the line, but more or less it's like that's the ultimate goal, is getting to the point where this is something that we could do that's not just something that's gonna probably feed us one day or get us famous, but something that is still fun for like Alex and I to do, as well as just create a community. That's the biggest thing. Like the blurred community is so vast and so big, so it's not hard. But at the same time, as she said, entertaining folks and engaging with people. We want people to see like we're going to be the most genuine podcast out there. We want everybody to be here. Like we want everybody to be a part of this. Like we do. Like,
it's not about, like, that's why I said I don't care about trends. I don't give a fuck what anybody else is doing. Ultimately, if you're here because you know what you see is what you get. And I'm always about authenticity and come on, old school, do it again.
No.
What you see is what you get now, baby.
Now she rubs off on me by accident. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that.
I'm sorry, that was your fault that time, Xavier.
That was my fault. That was
I'm
my
sorry. Like it's about community, because ultimately Your true supporters are the ones that are there because it not because of virality or because of um trending or what you're doing what the next person is doing. Like I said, we want to bring something fresh, we want to bring something authentic, and we want to bring something unique to this space. And community is everything to me. I have that with music, especially here in Atlanta. I have a wonderful community of musicians, especially Black musicians and Black artists that I've gained over the years. And pouring into this with my brother, that's what I would love to have within this space as well. And you know, intention. So where this goes, well, we don't know, but just know that we're putting our best foot forward every time.
Definitely. And I'm excited for everything. And my friend over here, JG Collects, he's like, group media meetup at DreamCon.
Yeah,
So
Hey!
I'm back
Wait,
right
you
now.
gonna? I was trying to. I don't think I was able to respond. I don't think I have it, but unfortunately, Xavier won't be able to make it to DreamCon. Oh, you changed your mind?
Yeah,
You going?
I have a better job now.
But are you going? You need to hurry and get your pass because we're
I
gonna
can
be there for
probably-
2 days.
Yeah. I'm
We already booked our
what
hotel.
What days are they again? Is it Saturday?
July 10th to the 12th, yeah.
Is that Saturday through Sunday?
Because we're gonna be there Friday and Saturday.
Friday to Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
I
We're
can.
gonna be there. We're gonna be there Thursday to Sunday.
I can probably get there Friday night, Saturday. Because like
You
I
need
gotta
to let
still
me
work.
know. You see how he be doing. That's why I tell you, we be winging it. Now I'm just finding this out while we doing the damn live stream. I get that, bro.
More time.
I get it, my dude. Dang.
I'm off on weekends now.
But what I'm saying is that you need to come on because it's less than a month, very soon.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And we're gonna be because my husband and I are getting there Thursday afternoon.
I'll
We're
probably
gonna
get
try
there
to
Friday.
make the creator cookout
Okay.
before it ends. So we did the RSVP. We just gotta hurry up and get our tickets for that before they sell out. And then the creator cookout. If those of y'all ain't heard of it, it's probably too late for y'all to RSVP at this point. But I saw that and I jumped on the opportunity because again, that's what this shit is all about, community. And then that I get to see a whole lot of. Is that my boy Clutch, bro? What's good, bro? Oh, I'm sorry, I got too excited. Hey, yo, I fucks with Clutch, boy. Let that boy cook, boy. Hey, but anyway, sorry, that was loud.
That was very loud.
Yeah, my husband and I were gonna go to the cookout, and we're gonna be at the convention Friday and Saturday, but we do have to get back by Sunday.
All right, so I guess I'll be there Saturday.
Okay.
Come on, call me after this, Xavier.
I won't.
Boy,
we trying to probably go see Scary Movie 6.
I don't give a damn. Just hit me up. You. Where's my pen?
What are you getting your pen for?
I'm writing down on a sticky note. Slap.
I was saying while she's writing that note, I was gonna ask the next question.
Yeah, I'm right here. You can talk to me. You see, the tizzy is contagious.
I was gonna ask. Usually, a question I ask is about support in the community. I ask, what do we do well to support each other so far? What can we work better on? Everybody has a different opinion because they've been in a different part of the space.
From what I've seen in my line of work, I feel like everybody has to stop being so parasocial. And I've noticed that, and people made jokes about it for years on social media. It's like, damn, where you can go support and go see Drake and buy his merch, but your boy over here been trying to sell these shirts and you can't buy them. Oh, it come like I feel like that's usually was most of the case, honestly, to tell the truth. It's like too many people are parasocial. They're so worried about what everybody else is doing, like outside of their own community and their own realm. Like that has nothing to do with them. That's why I hate Love Island.
Oh my god,
I hate Love Island. Not because I've ever watched the show and I have opinions about it. It's because like they found love. These motherfuckers only last about 3 months outside of this show. Listen, keeping it real. Nobody cares. I don't care. You shouldn't care. Like the whole Meg Thee Stallion, Clay Thompson thing. He cheated on her. Oh, okay, and like I don't condone it, but why do you care? Mind your business. But you got bills to pay next month. Like so, like for me, community it needs to come from situations where like be a part of what's going on in your own community. Stop worried about what other people, especially other people outside of your tax bracket, are doing. Like we all can come together and support one another, and we've done a good job of it. I mean, yes, a lot of things could be better. I'm gonna let the Afrocentric professor talk about that more. She's gonna say it better than me. I'm just saying it in a more ebonics way, where I'm just telling everybody just focus on what
First
we
of
got
all,
going
it's
on.
African American vernacular English, which is a valid language, so you can speak it however way you want to speak it.
So,
okay.
And in the terms of Atlanta, bro, y'all just get y'all goddamn shit together, boy. Goddamn, just hey, just fuck with us, bro. Like, goddamn, bro. Like Drake don't know you, bro. Meg Thee Stallion don't know you. Bro. Like, hey, you talking about like, bro? Just fuck with us, bro. You talking about support us,
Xavier.
How do you lame, man? Bro. Goddamn, get your paper up. Bro.
This is what I deal with.
Everybody else paper, stupid ass way.
Lizzie, if you don't mind restating the question for me, please.
Yes, no problem.
I'm sorry.
Yes, no problem. So
my other sister hates when I do that. I'm sorry.
I was gonna ask.
That's that new Atlanta accent, child.
What do you do? What do we do well so far in the community to support each other? What can we do better? Everybody has a different answer to the question.
So, are we talking about Black community or
the blurred community? Yeah.
The blurred community. I think the blurred community, just from our own experience, I will say there is a growing support. Like blurreds, if they see you, they fuck with you. It doesn't matter if you have 200 followers or 2 million. That's one thing that I think is a big positive. One thing that I would definitely say is a bit of a negative just within the blurred community. I think I would say maybe I'm trying to count. We do have moments, and I've only seen it from time to time where there is contention within the different intersections of our community, whether that be we the same way that we see it in the pro-Black spaces, we'll see it in the blurred spaces, the gender wars, the issues with homophobia and transphobia, the issues with colorism, class consciousness, and so on. All right, then. So I think a lot of people will say that most of the conversations that we have isn't that deep, especially because, oh, you're just talking about cartoons, you're just talking about anime, you're just talking about, TV shows or whatever. You're talking about fiction. But to some degree, these conversations do get deep, because especially when we're tapping into conversations about representation. And I feel like it's representation either within the businesses, whether that be indie artists, artists like yourself, comic book artists, actors, and representation in the mediums that we indulge in, whether that be anime, whether that be anime, television. There has to be a sense of awareness, the same way that we should have informed opinions when we're speaking about social issues, when we're speaking about politics. Whether you want to accept it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, it trickles into everything, including blurred shit.
Facts.
So ultimately, that community has to be welded strong. If we're gonna have those tough conversations, we have to be willing to listen to those that are less privileged than us. So that being, if you're a Black man, black man, cis black man, you have to be willing to listen to your fellow cis black woman. You have to be willing to listen to our brothers and sisters and siblings within the LGBTQ community. You have to be willing to, and for those of us of lighter complexions, we have to listen to our darker skinned siblings. You get what I mean? And understanding, like, again, because that also plays a role in how we're perceived and how we're represented in these mediums that we speak of and on these platforms that are meant to represent us. So I think that is the one thing that still needs a little bit more improvement. If y'all say it, I hear people say it all the time. Like, I don't understand how people can read comic books or watch Marvel or watch Avatar: The Last Airbender and root for the good side, but still be conservative. Well, black people, I'm gonna say the same thing to y'all.
That part,
exactly,
because the shit can be applied intra-community within the community. You get what I mean? So ultimately, get y'all reading up, get y'all literacy up, open your ears, and stop punching down. Because everybody within this is significant. And if we all can't come together under the guise of black first, yeah, we're all black first, but everybody's black first. So don't say black first as a means to be dismissive of how we also identify. If we're all black, then we're all black. Plus whatever else. So respect that, especially in this space, because the same way outside of this space that we experience discrimination, disenfranchisement, and all of that, we can experience it in the nerd community. And that's why we have the blurred community. So don't punch down on your peoples.
That's exactly.
How did the man say it?
It's right like here? That. It's
like sidebar too. Xavier and I.
Yeah.
And this is shout out to Clutch Boy. We understand New York accents. We understand New York culture. Our dad, he's Afro-Panamanian, but he was raised in New York City. And so Queens, New York is like our second home. So we have a lot of love for New York City, specifically Long Island City, Astoria, Queens. So shout out to everybody out there in Queens, Ravenswood projects. We love y'all. That part of the world that raised us too. So I like to say that we're very multifaceted, because our mother is Black American and Southern, and we were born and raised here in Atlanta, but our father is Afro Latino and was raised up north in New York. So
for real,
we were already built with a broadened perspective on just different parts of America and different cultures in that regard. But also the different perspectives of Blackness within different ethnicities. So it was always made clear to me that Blackness is not just American. Blackness is not just this. Blackness is also within the Latino culture. In the same way that we built this shit up over here, Black people built that shit within Latin America too. And there is definitely a racial caste system within that as well that folks need to acknowledge.
Word to my dad.
Word to Miles Morales.
Period, man. With the big dot, like.
Word to Miles Morales. I love Miles Morales because he represents people like my brother and I, Black American and Latino and Afro Latino. So big ups to all our niggas all across the world. Down south and up north. What's up?
And one of the last questions I was gonna ask is, like Clutch said, is layers to the shit. Yeah, it's definitely layers to the shit.
Definitely layers to the shit.
Absolutely.
And
onions have layers. Sorry.
One of the last questions I was gonna ask is, how do y'all stay motivated to keep pushing? Because, life be life, and sometimes, and, you guys have your own lives on top of doing the podcast and your individual things. How do you guys stay motivated when you get overwhelmed?
Don't do me, Xavier. You kind of struck a chord, because me and Xavier, we just recently had ourselves a moment, because, and then we have each other. We have each other. And we also have, like I said, a community around us. One thing that I'm really, really blessed to say I have are a very, very strong friend group. Xavier does as well. I have my husband. Xavier has his fiance. Sometimes we may not always align with each other, but one thing, at least just speaking for myself too, like what I'm always going to do is keep it real with Zay. I'm always going to keep it real. And even in moments where like this nigga might piss me off, there might be moments where I'm just like,
why the hell you sound like Ted Pendergrass and turn off the lights?
Oh,
turn off! Like, goddamn, man. Goddamn.
Oh no. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. This was a serious moment. Sorry. I'm minding my business. Go ahead.
Anyway,
go ahead. Yep. Go ahead.
Even in those moments, there will always be that part of me that's like, protect the big sister. It's a lot of components to who I am, especially as the kind of person that is very vocal and very boisterous and very like, I'm
passionate.
Very passionate. Right.
There you go.
There are a lot of components of who I am that never used to be there until he came into my life.
Oh.
I used to be a lot more passive as a child, a lot more shy, but him coming into my life and watching him grow, like, I don't know, something sparked in me, and I was a little bit more willing to put hands on somebody than I ever used to be. That little girl is still there that still feels like that's my brother. We fight sometimes, we may butt heads sometimes, but I'm gonna always have his back, and I'm gonna always pick him up, and I'm gonna always give him tough love and tell him the shit sometimes that he may not even want to hear. And there was a moment recently where, Xavier was going through some things because we was transitioning.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, look, I'm gonna listen to you, but that's what I'm gonna need you to do. Because guess what? We in this together. You think I'm gonna let you fail? Mm-hmm. Hell nah, bro. Period. So what keeps me motivated outside of just my own intrinsic motivation is my brother.
You saw I pointed at her, so I'm not going to even dive even more deep into that. Like, literally,
nigga, you better gas me.
I'm not.
You better gas.
It's not Krispy Kreme. You don't get no glaze in this.
You think I wrote it down?
Hold on.
He said, hold on.
That it's on my post-it note.
Wait.
Boy, if you wasting her time.
I'm crying.
Crazy. My bad. Sorry, I'm trying to find a fuck to give. Couldn't find it. Anyway,
got your ass.
Yeah, you did it.
I did.
She literally is. That boy Clutch was dying. I'm sorry. I ain't never seen so many O's in LMFAO in a long time.
Nobody was expecting the Yoshi to come out.
But nah, she definitely is like, she definitely helps because again, there's so many times I internalize a lot of things, and we working through it. Black men in therapy.
Take your ass to therapy, black men, today.
Yeah, it is black. It is men's mental health month as well as Pride Month. So turn up. So, but yeah, no, it's literally her because there are times where like she needs to correct me and straighten me out in a certain situation, especially like if I am going through it. Like I had that ability in me where like I would not tell her what was going on until weeks and months later, and that's not healthy. Because I'm trying to handle things on my own. Again, I don't have to. I have to keep realizing that I'm not alone. As she said, not even just her, but my fiance, my best friends, like everybody around me helps keep me grounded. And if it wasn't for them, I don't know where the hell I would be. Mentally. So no, absolutely. It's all a whole community village type things. It takes a village, no matter how old we get. We're not kids anymore, but we still need a village to help us out through a lot of things. So yeah, I love her to death. Love her to death. That's why she doesn't call me when she get into trouble, because she knows I might go to jail.
Oh, damn.
What a smile on my face.
But again, I really like I said in the beginning of the show, I really appreciate y'all reaching out to me. That's an honor. And I hope y'all had a good time.
Of course, I did. Thank you so much for having us. And definitely, we have to link up and do another collab, do a little video clip together.
Absolutely.
Are you cosplaying for DreamCon?
I'm trying.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm figuring it out.
I might not. I'm not sure about the cosplay for me yet, but I'm gonna find a cute little outfit. I'm gonna try to get me something nice and cute because I'm trying to look sexy.
and definitely, we'll try to link up at DreamCon. I know Clutch want to see you. Definitely, like I said in the beginning of the show, definitely link up with Clutch if you see him.
For sure, for sure.
That's I can't wait. It's gonna be
y'all need to follow Clutch everywhere, especially on TikTok. Like, it is egregious that this man ain't got 3, 4, 5 times the followers. I'll tell you, this dude be cracking me the hell up. Now I've literally added Midoriya because I watched My Hero Academia, but the way he uses Midoriya as an adjective, that is now in my vocabulary. Somebody be like, "Oh, how was that party? Or how was that food?" Midoriya. Midoriya, bro.
That's crazy.
And I definitely want to take the time out for you guys to plug in where you want people to follow you and catch up with you guys.
Yeah, so my name again is Alex, aka alushy. You can follow me at alushy artistry on Instagram and TikTok, and of course from A to Z podcast. We're from A to Z _podcast on TikTok and Instagram. You can also find us on Facebook now, and you can just search us as From A to Z with Alex and Zay on YouTube.
Definitely, I'm trying to be a good host and just put in the comments.
No, we appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm like all the tabs are open. Oh my God, there we go.
Plug yourself, man.
This other one right there. And
There
then,
we go.
And then you gotta put Zay's Instagram. Let's do that right now. All right, so right there. There. All right, that's all of them. So when people go and watch back, they can follow you guys. And again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Whether you came, you're watching it back right now. You see a clip on the Instagram, whatever the case may be. I really do appreciate it. So I guess I have to say what I do because at the end of the show again. So hi,
Yes.
my name is Lizzie. I have my art brand, AnimeInkArt, and it's in the background. Sometimes people don't realize, oh, that's too close. I do traditional art. I digitally edit it. It's Japanese, anime inspired. So I'm getting back into the commissions. I'm going to be updating the store soon. Definitely check AnimeInkArt. Click the link tree, you get all of that. You get the Shopify, you get the Redbubble, you get if you want to be on the show, because we also do podcasting. Is a little bit newer since September of 2023. And this show is an extension of AnimeInkArt Black Brand Spotlight for the OGs. I used to put people on the page while I was doing my own content, share everything on the stories, tell people where to go and follow. And this is more personable and to get people to know others in the community and interact. We do open calls sometimes, but you can definitely, check out the form. It's easy to fill out. They know it was a pretty simple process, no stress on that. But we
I know some of these words.
I also cosplay as well, and I am an affiliate with Otaku Noir. So their Siren's box just came out, and I'll be able to share that fun news and probably in the next episode once they get what they need to get. But if you use code AnimeInkArt, you will get free shipping off your order. We also volunteer on the side. We work with Critical Care Comics. We give toys and comics to children in the hospital. So in New York, it's at Jacobi Hospital, but Las Vegas is the first chapter. South Carolina. Go onto the Instagram page, go to their website. Either you can donate to the Cancer Fund or you can become a volunteer. We need more people in New York. I might definitely, if you want to learn more about that, definitely go there. We have AnimeInkArt Live 1. We're also on Facebook at AnimeInkArt and TikTok. So With that, guys, we're signing off. Bye.
Peace.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.